Little step to the left. Oh, no!
Whitmore, a step back tray. Good job.
And Whitmore, separation, three is good.
Nothing doing. Whitmore, off the glass.
Walked away, got it back. And Whitmore goes.
Target. Here we go.
There's one, and a step for
The basket. Wow.
Well, that's
Whitmore. Soars. Slater.
here today.
Whitmore.
Look out.
Whitmore. Whitmore. It's Slater. It's Whitmore.
Just through the defense. How about the body control? Man. Forget about body.
He showed his power there.
Quick hands, quick feet off the glass. Through Slater. Again, late shot clock. There's a three. 1:40 to play. First half. Archie Diacono. Bounce pass along the baseline. Whitmore. Okay.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jordan. I'm back now. They come with a big body banger 23 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna roll to 7K now, saying today I am the build dealer on your local corner, and I'm coming at y'all with this Cam Whitmore 2K23 build video. Yes, sir, this was requested, so here it is today. I had a good time with this build as always. You know what I'm saying? Cam Whitmore was a projected lottery pick. He was even projected to go in the top 5. Bro dealt with an injury, and then he had some terrible draft workouts, so he dropped to like pick number 20 in the draft. But the thing is, the Rockets picked him up, and the Rockets were considering getting him at number 4 instead of Amen Thompson, right? So they essentially got Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore, who's basically like Miles Bridges without the, violence. It's just interesting. But without further ado, let's get right to the attributes for this Cam Whitmore 2K23 build video. So as you see, is a 6'6" small forward. I made him 232 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan and a compact body shape. This is all accurate. As always, I try to keep my builds as accurate as possible, from the height to the weight to the wingspan. Now, as for the attributes, for his finishing, I put his close shot up to a 70, put his driving layup up to a 90, put his driving dunk up to a 93 to get him gold posterizer, and then a 71 standing dunk. For his shooting, you want a 70 mid-range shot, an 80 3-point shot, and then put your free throw rating up to a 71. For your playmaking, you want to put your pass accuracy up to a 60. Bro struggles with playmaking for real. You want an 80 ball handling, and then an 85 speed with ball. He's very explosive still though. Now for your defense rebounding, put your interior defense up to a 60, put your perimeter defense up to an 86, put your steal up to an 85, so that will give you silver clamps and silver glove. Put your block to a 30, put your offensive rebound up to a 70, and then you can leave your defense rebound up to a 60. For your physicals, you want an 80 speed and 80 acceleration, a 76 strength for silver brick wall, an 85 vertical, and then a 90 stamina. And this is pretty much the build, man. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. As you see, it is a slashing build, but don't get it twisted. It can shoot the rock with that 83 point, and it can also ISO. It has a high enough ball handling and high enough speed with ball to go crazy. For the takeovers, I go with finishing moves and extreme clamps, but you have access to lockdown, playmaking, sharpshooting, and slashing takeovers. So it is a pretty wide range to choose from, although you wouldn't expect it to be, I guess, as a slashing type of build. And you've seen the shades of, I guess, Scottie Pippen, Zach LaVine, and Jimmy Butler, all 3 former or current or whatever Bulls players. So that's interesting. I also thought this was very interesting. You see it as an inside out scorer. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. I did my job. Let me know if y'all like the build, if y'all hate it, if y'all think I could have did something differently to make it more accurate. I always appreciate the feedback that y'all give. Now, as for the badge spread, it's already pretty balanced in that department, but if you do want some extra badges, you can either put them toward finishing or put them toward defense. At the end of the day, it is up to you. Now, for this build, if I was making it, I would put it all toward finishing. I feel like you have enough shooting badges to do damage, and I also feel like you have enough playmaking badges, but finishing. It doesn't hurt to have more finishing on a slashing type of build. Now, with this build's play style, as I said, it can ISO. It plays lockdown defense on all positions. Pause. You know, Cam Whitmore has a motor like crazy. If you ever watched him play or watched his highlights, he does not stop. He does not slow down. He is relentless. He always is penetrating the D, penetrating the O. Pause. But still, you know, he does his thing offensively, defensively. So with this build, it does the exact same thing. You are able to drive. You're able to slash. You're able to camp out in the corner, camp out on the wing, and shoot a 3-point if you need to. You're able to pull up for a mid-range shot. You know, like pretty much this build is one that obviously is centered around slashing, centered around dunking on people, centered around finishing around the rim. But it's definitely one of those builds where people won't expect you to shoot and expand your range and show them that, oh, maybe you're not just a slasher. Because believe that you're not just a slasher with this type of build. You are way more than a slasher. You can do way more than just run and dunk. You can do way more than just dribble and drive. You know, you can camp out. You could play 3 and D. You don't have to be a primary ball handler with this build, but when you do get the ball, you are bound to be impactful. You are bound to change the game. Now, as I was saying earlier, Cam Whitmore. It is still insane to me how the Rockets fleeced everybody in the draft. I get it, injuries, you know, injuries happen. I get it, pre-draft workouts matter, but if you see the game film and you see how a player plays and you see their motor, you see their drive, you see their hunger, you see what they do, I feel like even if they have a crappy pre-draft workout, that, you know, it shouldn't affect their ranking that much. It should not affect their stock. It shouldn't drop them all the way out of the lottery. Because when you have a talent like Whitmore, who shows shades of Anthony Edwards, shows shades of what Miles Bridges could be, you know, clearly there was a lot more to offer than just an injured player and just a person who did poorly in pre-draft workers. But I do understand it's a risk that teams don't want to take, but this is a risk that might pay off, especially for the Rockets. Imagine Amen Thompson, KPJ, and then Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Alperen Sengun, Jason Tate. They have a pretty good team over the next few years. They have a pretty young core to build around. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see if everything is cool. Jabari Smith Jr., you know. So yeah, but that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And roll the 7K I'm saying. Comment down below any build show and I'll eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.